What if Antarctica, a continent of ice and extremes, became a livable land? A world once defined by its frigid solitude transforms into a vibrant global nexus. The shift wouldn't be a sudden, cataclysmic event, but a slow, unfolding narrative spanning decades. The Great Thaw. The initial phase of this monumental shift would be the Great Thaw, a hypothetical geological event unlike anything in recorded history. Instead of a gradual warming caused by atmospheric changes, this would be a geothermal surge from beneath the Earth's crust. Imagine a vast, slow-burning furnace deep below the continent's immense ice sheets. This subterranean heat would melt the ice from the bottom up, creating vast, subglacial lakes and rivers that would eventually breach the surface. This process wouldn't be instantaneous. For the first few decades, the changes would be subtle, only detectable by advanced satellite imagery and specialized sensors. Scientists would observe an increase in the rate of iceberg calving and the appearance of meltwater ponds on the ice surface. But over the course of a half century, the retreat of the coastal ice shelves would become undeniable. The Ross Ice Shelf, once a floating platform the size of France, would begin to fracture and disappear, revealing a deep ocean bay. The immense weight of the ice, which had compressed the land for millions of years, would begin to lift, a process known as isostatic rebound. As the land rises, new mountain ranges and valleys would emerge, and ancient geological formations would be exposed for the first time. The world's scientific community would be in a frenzy. Teams would race to study the newly exposed land, finding ancient life forms preserved in the permafrost, bacteria, viruses, and even the remnants of plants and animals from a long-lost era. This new field of paleobiology would offer unprecedented insights into Earth's history. The thawing permafrost would also release vast amounts of methane, a potent greenhouse gas, but the new, rapidly growing vegetation would begin to sequester it, creating a natural feedback loop. The new frontier. As the ice continues its slow retreat, the newly exposed land wouldn't remain barren for long. The process of ecological succession would begin. Initially, the barren rock and soil would be colonized by pioneer species like lichens and algae, which can survive in extreme conditions. Their presence would begin to break down rock, creating rudimentary soil. Over time, hardy plants with wind-dispersed seeds would arrive from southern South America and Australia. The first plants to take root would be cold-tolerated grasses and mosses, transforming the stark, rocky landscape into a vast green tundra. Within a century, this tundra would give way to boreal forests. The rich, nutrient-dense soil, a product of millions of years of compressed organic matter, would be ideal for cold-tolerated trees like pines, spruces, and firs. These forests would grow at an incredible rate, spurred by the long summer days of the polar region. New river systems, fed by the continent's meltwater from the remaining glaciers, would carve out deep valleys and create fertile floodplains and deltas, ideal for agriculture. The transformation would trigger a new global gold rush, not for gold, but for land and resources. The world's nation, recognizing the potential for catastrophic conflict, would establish the Antarctic Accords, a treaty that would supersede all previous agreements. This new framework would declare Antarctica a global common, with no single nation having sovereignty. Instead, an international council, comprising representatives from all continents, would govern its development. The council would oversee everything from resource extraction to settlement and environmental protection, ensuring that development is sustainable and equitable. The first settlements would be small, self-sufficient communities focused on research and resource management, powered entirely by renewable energy sources like geothermal and wind power. The Antarctic cities. As the centuries pass, these initial settlements would evolve into vibrant, bustling cities. Nova Terra, founded near the former Ross Ice Shelf, would become a global hub for geothermal engineering and aquaculture. Its economy driven by the sustainable harvesting of marine life from the newly accessible Southern Ocean. The city's agriculture would be a marvel of resilience, with buildings designed to withstand powerful katabatic winds and long, dark winters. Many of its public spaces would be interconnected by a network of climate-controlled tunnels and elevated walkways, creating a comfortable indoor environment for its residents. Aurora, located on the Antarctic Peninsula, would become the continent's cultural and academic heart. Its unique geography, with dramatic mountains and deep fjords, would attract artists, writers, and philosophers. The city would be known for its universities and research centers, where the world's brightest minds would gather to study the new continent's unique ecology and geological history. The long polar nights, with their dazzling displays of the aurora australis, would inspire a new form of art and music. The people of this new continent, the Antarcticans, would forge a distinct culture. There would be a mix of all nationalities, but their shared experience of building a new society from scratch would unite them. Their culture would emphasize community, innovation, and a profound respect for the environment. They would be known for their practicality and resilience, a reflection of the challenges they overcame. The continent would become a global breadbasket, its rich soil and long summer days producing crops that feed millions. New ecosystems would emerge, with some old species adapting to the new environment and new ones being introduced, creating a unique and diverse biosphere. The Antarctic story would become a testament to humanity's ability to cooperate and adapt, a beacon of hope in a world often divided by conflict.